Yo, what's up everyone and welcome back. Arena is here on Global and two buffing units are Arthur and Galda. And the shop is pretty standard, nothing changed. So for each tower this time, you can either run Gelda, and I saw like people were soloing a entire tower with Gelda, which was really insane, but I'm not sure if I'm about to do that. We should just use some regular teams. Humans, unknowns, goddesses, from what I know, does work as they normally do. So I am going to be doing standard runs. The first run, I am going to be using my human team. You can use literally that same exact team that I just showed. Or you can just change melee for Freyr and it's exactly the same thing. It runs well from what I've seen. So crit defense, pretty standard for these runs. And especially since we're getting a special and a seasonal buffer in this, it's gonna be really strong. I'll say one thing I kind of regret not doing right here. Since it's seasonal buffed, I probably didn't need to run like the full crit defense piece on my Escanor. I could have run like the crit pieces with like the crit defenses rolls on it, just to make him hit a little bit harder, because in one instance I do end up regretting it because I could have gotten like a one-shot kill in one turn and it would have mattered a lot in that aspect. But the crit defense really does go very, very high, especially like with these extra stats. A plus 50% additional to what we already have, it's crazy. So we are really, really tanky. The first thing what I like to do is just kill Freyr. It makes it a little more easy. Like they don't hit as hard. And next turn I can always like use my smash straight into Ainz, because he's blue and it's like the flames are gonna be stacking. So he should be able, like you should be able to like one-shot him or two-shot him. And then deal with Rimuru literally after. And then save the Merlin to just heal up before going through the next phase, basically. And one thing like I tend to forget with this team is that the damage really, really ramps up. It like once you have a buffer in your team, the damage is kind of insane. So you gotta be careful at times, because you can't make a mistake and kill that unit without like having a proper heal on your team. So I try to be a little careful. But once you're full HP, you can just go through. Don't really need to worry too much. You don't need to. I don't think you need perfect HP while doing this. But the only unit I would say try to get perfect HP for is probably the Bond before going through. Because Bond, I think he gets targeted a lot by quite a variety of units. So just getting him to full over anyone else is probably better. Because Escanor can heal up. Escanor is very tanky and he is very fast. The tier stage is not a problem at all. Like we kill tier turn 1, and after that it's just picking off the units. I pick off Brunhild and then Rhea, and then save Diane through just healing process, and then I go through. So that's the process for this team. And as I said, once you survive the first turn onslaught, you're golden. It's just an easy clear. The only team that gave me any sort of a headache is the demon team with melee in it. Just for the one fact is that, so he gets his creation buff on his second turn, and if he gets insane card RNG, he can either wipe you or take 1 or 2 units depending on how well he drew cards. That's why that phase alone, it haunts me. Like I don't mind if he takes either Bon or my Yuri, as long as like my Arthur and Escanor survives. The last phase will be a cakewalk anyways. But most of these, you're gonna just take your time, pick off units, and just, yeah, heal up. Same basic rinse and repeat strategy as it always has always been. So one more thing I kind of tend to not do is spam the Arthur AoE cards, because he does hit pretty strong and he can wipe teams. He can actually wipe teams. So be careful with him. This specific Sins team, I've gotten 2 plays on. One is where Diane stances off rip, and the second one is this exact play that I am getting right now. Because before I had to actually remove Diane's like stance, then hit into Merlin. But now it's like she doesn't even have a taunt up, so it's a free kill on Merlin this time around. Before I had to like work for 2 turns just to get that kill. But this team is not really a threat at all. If anything, they're really squishy. Like, I don't go for targeting Escanor. I don't see him as doing much more than like King. Merlin is the real threat here, so that's why I opt to take off first. And don't forget, Yuri has a stance removal card, so makes things way easier just getting into the other units. Escanor is the second unit I opt for, just because he has flames and stuff, and it takes a while if you don't get him down too fast. Because he has his 4 flames, and you want to get that out of the way as soon as possible. Right after Merlin, that is. Like, yeah, he's not doing much at all. And this right here is why you don't use Arthur's cards. I was going to go for a heal. I thought this was not going to kill, like, King. But I thought it was just, Diana was going to live the AoE. She straight up died, and I just left it. I thought it would be fine, but actually, I should have reset this turn and just get full HP and go through. Because now my Bond is at risk, because he's not full HP. I thought of this literally as the turn already been gone through. So yeah, that's a big L on my turn. Yuri, her being lower HP, I wouldn't mind if she died. But losing my Bond is like, it's a good bit of DPS I lose if Bond dies, you know? Melee is literally in like the most annoying unit. Last time this is my second run, by the way. So yeah, I crit here and I actually don't kill him. Before, like, I didn't actually crit with my Escanor in the first run, and it didn't even come close to killing, right? But now we crit. Like, I see, like, maybe if I have my crit damage pieces on, I maybe, just maybe, can get that kill on Esterosa. Yeah, so that's one more problem, and that's one thing I kind of like regret. Because if I can get that kill on Esterosa, I might be able to just get a clean clear without anyone dying. But yeah, melee always takes a unit. That's the second time he's taken my Bond. So I decided, you know what, I'll just clear it. I'm not going to reset it for a perfect run. I'll just get it done because I am still very tanky. All I need is my Escanor for the last team because he solos it. As long as he kills Roxy, he solos it. We just need him to have like good HP so we can tank the first turn onslaught, and we should be GG's. kind of consider this a misplay because I could have played this way better. I didn't expect, like, I didn't expect to like not heal as much. I thought I would be healing way more. That Yuri card, for some reason, I didn't expect for literally half of that damage to come through. I thought she would have did like maybe 70k. She was hitting so many crits. And now it's like, I can't get a full off heal with her here because this single target literally is going to kill. And my Escanor is going to be lower HP, so I just reset it. I reset that turn. I just kill with Escanor and go through just to get him perfect because if she Yuri dies next turn, it does not really matter. As long as my Escanor lives, we can kill the entire team. And Arthur is going to pop off anyway because if Yuri dies, we merge a bunch of cards hopefully, and then Arthur just pops off. Either way, it's win-win. And we are going to kill the Roxy first turn, so we should be fine anyway. So actually, it does not really matter which one dies, Bon or Yuri. Bon or Yuri is just an easy clear now. I use the Yuri card to maybe see if I can steal some life back. Just to see if I can guarantee lives, so I get an extra turn to kill. Or an extra turn to hit. Instead of using only two hits, I can use 3 maybe. But Erin has different ideas, so she is going to be dead. Also, I have no cosmetics for my Yuri or my Arthur in this team. So yeah, I just have basic Yuri gear, and my piece of my Arthur gear is kind of not his. Like the attack piece is not his. Look at the damage he actually does. Arthur is a beast. So either him or Escanor lives on the final phase, it's GG's straight up. Once you get the kill on Roxy, it's just GG's. They can't really do anything else. So yeah, first tower pretty much went down like a cakewalk. I tried to get it a perfect run, but Melly's not having it, so I'm not gonna reset till I get like perfect RNG just to show that. So this should be good enough for me. Hope you enjoyed. This helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.
I feel like October. I just need some peace of mind. I don't need to be sober for us to be lovers. I don't wanna love anyone.